Wilson. I'm from Liverpool, England, and I was recently diagnosed with a BCC, which is a basal cell carcinoma on the side of my nose, on January of this year. So upon getting the news this year on January the 2nd, I had a good feeling in my stomach that something just didn't look right. The lump didn't look right, it was different. I just felt like that it needed to be looked at, and I also noticed it last year, and I should have really went last year and would have seen to quite quickly, but I never, because I left it like we all do. We all leave everything till the last minute. So, and my understanding of skin cancer is, I knew about it, I never thought it was going to happen to me, because we just think nothing is ever going to happen to us. And I'm also a nurse, so I see these type of things in clinics and in hospital, and we do removal of skin cancers, so I feel like I should have known better. The treatment I've received is basically just a removal of the skin cancer. So he's popped some local anaesthetic in the side, they cut it out, they also take the margins as well. So the hole is really deep and it's really, really wide as well. It's quite a deep hole, and it covers the whole side of my nose, to be honest. But they have to take the margins, you've got to do it. And it was all so deep, so I thought it was just going to be quite superficial. He was just going to do like the top layer of the skin, but he never, because I'd left it not for so long, but for long enough that he's had to go deeper into the tissue and take a bigger margin. So it's also packed with an Basal dressing, which has healing properties. It sucks up the moisture and it helps to close the wound, basically. So I feel like for me, that the moment I realised how serious it was when how big the hole was, basically, in the side of my nose. And also I also had some tingling in my face. So I had a lot of tingling on the side of my nose where the cancer was, and also on the side of my face here. I had a lot of like pins and needles, a bit of tingling, a little bit of shooting pain, which is an indicator that the cancer has gone deeper into the tissue and it's growing. So BCCs don't normally grow that quick, but this did. It sort of embedded pretty quickly, really. So I feel like it's important to try and get a message out there about skin cancer. Obviously that's why I'm doing the video. I thought I'd do the video with this dressing on as well, just for everyone to see, really. And then the importance of like further treatments as well. So I would probably say to try and avoid the sunbeds like as much as possible. So my consultant said that it was a lifestyle. So I used the sunbeds and I also sat in the sun. So I think it's been a mixture. You can't really pinpoint whether it's been the sunbed or it's been the actual sun. From my side, I would use the sunbed. I'm fair skin, I've got blonde hair, I've got blue eyes. I'm an absolute candidate really for skin cancer. And I think from my point of view, I used to sit in the sun and I would put a factor on in the morning, and then I would leave it all day. I would never put another factor on. I'd just be like, oh, I've had one layer on, and then I'm not going to put nothing else on it, and I'll just sit and bake in the sun, in the natural sun all day. And it was just, it's completely irresponsible. I should have known better. I should know better. I'm a 90s baby. The sunbed in the 90s was the thing to do. So, and I probably used them from a really young age. I was probably about 13 when I started on the sunbeds. There's all rules and regulations now, which there should have been years ago, but there wasn't. So I just feel like getting the message out there is to do everything responsibly. If you're gonna sit in the sun, apply a high factor, sit under the umbrella, try and avoid that peak sunshine. Just try and look after your skin a bit better. Just be a little bit more aware, really, of the damage that the sun can do. I would say avoid sunbeds at all costs. Completely avoid them. That's from personal experience. So that's my journey, that's my story.